All right, competition, Palin, you mentioned sports. Let's talk about Bill Ayers. And you've been going after Senator Obama pretty aggressively recently. Is that your job?
Well, I think it's my job when I'm asked about or read about, as I did in the New York Times the other day, this association that's pretty significant and is kind of telling regarding someone's judgment that they would be working with, associated with a domestic terrorist who had, campaigned to bomb the United States Capitol and our Pentagon, and this is an unrepentant domestic terrorist. That's the scary part about it.
I think he said he was unaware when he first met him. Did you give him a pass on that?
No, it's hard to believe that someone wouldn't have known Bill Ayers, who I've known of Bill Ayers way up there in the north, what the association was. No, and I think the significance here, Greta, is truthfulness and judgment, and maybe how that is reflected in other issues and other policy calls. That's why the association there and discussing it, I don't think is off limits.
How about Reverend Wright and Father Flagger?
Well, I haven't brought that one up. I did respond to a question the other day. Someone asked me what they thought about.
All right, I'm bringing it up.
You're bringing it up. Yes, you are. That's John McCain's call on that one also, though, whether he wants to discuss that association and some of the things that Reverend has said about our great country.
So you take a pass on it right now on that question?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll let John McCain take it.
How much interaction do you have with Senator McCain? Now, you're both on the road. You're both hitting, you got a big crowd today, but how much do you guys talk?
A lot. I was just on the phone with him last night. I'll probably be calling him after this interview also before I go on stage with this rally, and we've got a great relationship. There's some kindred spirit there in a worldview that is shared, and the optimism that we have in regards to this great country and where we believe that this country can head if we have the right leadership.
Now, you said that you'd like to go to Michigan and that the campaign is pulled out. Why do you think that the numbers aren't particularly favorable in Michigan for your ticket?
I don't know, but I want to get there because I want to speak with them, especially blue-collar, hard-working Americans in that state. I just feel that connection with them also, knowing that the challenges that they face, those are the challenges that Todd and I have faced and still face today, with wanting to make sure that, we have job security and that there is an ability there to be provided health care, to pay for our health care, to have an economy that would allow for that, and be able to pay for our kids' college tuition and be able to fuel up our gas tank without it costing us an arm and a leg. All those things that folks in Michigan are feeling, Todd and I have felt that also all these years. I have a connection with them, and I want to get there.
This is sort of a pop quiz question, I guess, but what's the hardest decision that you've had to make in your life?
I don't know. The best decision was about 5 weeks ago, though, when being asked if I wanted to join Senator McCain in this opportunity, a challenge, a responsibility, but an opportunity to get to affect positive change that this country is due. Americans are craving this, they're deserving this, and we're committed to being on their side. And that was the best decision that I've made, was saying yes.
All right, let me make one last sort of question sort of like that, but what's the most agonizing decision did you have to make as governor? The one that's toughest for you?
Whenever an issue has to deal with personnel, whether to keep someone on or whether to ask them to step aside so someone else can come in and take their place, because, sometimes it gets personal, sometimes it gets political, but replacing someone in a cabinet, sometimes that's agonizing, but you got to do what you got to do, putting the people who hired you first. You got to make sure you have the right team around you so that you can best serve.
Governor, thank you very much. I know you got a very busy, not just day, but next 28 days or 27, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Now, after the interview, we went with Governor Palin to a rally at the Jacksonville Landing. Thousands of supporters crammed into the complex along the St. Johns River. We caught up to Governor Palin moments after she left the stage. Governor, hey, now I know this is serious business, you take it seriously, but you look like you're having fun.
It's fun. it is fun. That interview was even fun. Yeah.
You like to go out and talk to the crowds?
I do. I like reading their signs. I like hearing that message that they're sending right back to me, and then I get to send that to John McCain also. And what the message has been the last couple of days is tell them to take the gloves off. So that's been good.
You know, it's so interesting that I call you Governor, out of respect, of course, but the crowds that call you Sarah. Everyone in Wasilla calls you Sarah. Everyone in Alaska, people here call Sarah.
So please, call me Sarah. Yes. Yeah.
Governor, I know you're busy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Greta.
Good luck on the campaign trail. Call you Sarah. I'll call you Sarah.